All right, we got to clear a few things up real fast because I was just over on Drew Titan's channel. He was talking about stacking. What you're seeing in this picture is not stacking. I'm going to explain what stacking is as soon as you hit that thumbs up, sub, and notification bell. That way you get updated when I drop the newest content like this. With that being said, let's get into the video. So what stacking is in boxing, okay, is you can do it one of two ways. Like you see in this picture, you see where the tape is going around the back of the hand, the wrist, and then you put gauze over it, then you tape again. That can be considered stacking, but most of the time what stacking is where you have your hands wrapped in gauze, then they come around with the tape, then they re-gauze you, then they re-tape you. That's stacking. What I think Fulton's coach was referring to, because I did not know this until I was over on Drew Titan's channel, was casting. Casting is different than stacking. What casting is, and this is illegal all across the board in boxing. See, stacking is legal in most commissions in boxing, period. Casting is illegal, and in this picture, this is not casting. What casting is similar to this picture where you see the tape going around the skin. However, it's where the tape goes over the knuckles. That is the difference. It's when you tape around what you hit with, when it's going over the top of the knuckles and in front of the knuckles. It creates a cast as you sweat. It makes it harder, almost kind of like a plaster gets formed underneath the wrapping. That is casting, not stacking. That's why whenever he was talking on his live, I didn't understand, like, what is he talking about? Stacking is allowed in most commissions. So what he's concerned about is stacking. Now, if this is the evidence that Fulton's coach was talking about, which I didn't even know, this is not casting at all, because as you can see, the tape was not over the knuckles or in front of the knuckles. Thus, what you see going on here is legal. Basically, what Inoue's doing here is him being a hard puncher, a hard power puncher. He's protecting his wrist as much as possible. You're going at the top of the palm, over your wrist, down to about a quarter of your forearm, and it locks tight that wrist so it doesn't bend and you don't risk breaking your wrist when you punch. That's what this type of wrapping is, but it's not per se stacking. I mean, it can be considered stacking because stacking is where you do 2 layers of gauze, 2 layers of tape. However, looking at this, it would be more than likely he would have 2 layers of tape and 1 layer of gauze. So again, because let me say this real fast. In boxing, you can't have 3 layers of tape. You can have 2. So it's stacking in a way, but it's not illegal. What he was concerned about and what the coach was talking about, because I just watched the video, was casting again. It's going to get beaten into the ground because I'm getting repetitive. But the bottom line is this. What's going on in this picture is completely legal. This is not a picture of quote unquote stacking, even though it is a kind of form of stacking. The main concern would have been casting. And as you see, one more time, I'll explain for the final time, then I'll go, is that the tape is not over the knuckles or in front of the knuckles to create that hard plaster to get more punching power. So this is legal. On that note, I'm out. Y'all have a good day.